Hello everyone, Nico Landau here, and we're back with another episode of Love and Deep Space. Today we're here with, I think, is episode 24, and I'll be honest, I don't remember what happened last time, but something about Caleb and the kid and brain chips and being kidnapped and imprisoned. Yes, let us continue. Within the span of a single month, the Far Space Fleet's significant return and subsequent secret departure stirs intense public discussion. The rumors that circulated when Skyhaven was under martial law discussed the fleet's armed operation to eliminate certain anomalous wanderers. While no footage of these events has surfaced, the fleet's tight-lipped response has inevitably sown seeds of panic among the population. After the Chrono Rift catastrophe, the Hunters Association released several reports on Wanderer evolution and their mutation. Like humans, the Wanderers continue to grow stronger. Peace remains a distant goal for this world. As people grow increasingly uneasy about the fleet's mysterious operations, a bombshell announcement takes everyone by surprise. Ever announces the imminent launch of a project called the Fountain of Ate. Right! We found out that Caleb was part of Ever! The 40-second preview quickly becomes a global sensation and the focal point of discussions worldwide. The internet debates the development and application of protocore technology. Skyhaven, powered by protocore energy, becomes the target of widespread criticism due to the fleet's recent actions. Countless conspiracy theories emerge. Beneath the floating island, Lincoln's scattered lights weave an intricate web across the land. In the windless night, dark figures flit by glass walls. They're quickly masked by the red glow of aircraft warning lights atop skyscrapers. The unrest brewing online seeps quietly into the physical world and ferments under Lincoln's facade of normalcy. Waves of controversial topics stoke the growing public outrage. The association becomes the primary target of this rising tide. In response, the association implements a series of countermeasures. This includes the covert relocation of the spatium core stored in the association's building. Ooh, are we part of that mission?
Ha! Look at all the online discussions. It's a circus now. What is Ever really up to? Did you guys find any leads? Throwing around phrases like groundbreaking achievement and the next step in human evolution. They've got guts.
In a self-driving protocore vehicle, Simone scrolls through an endless stream of updates on her phone.
Given their extensive research into protocores, they do have the credentials to back up such claims.
As a protoist, I'm all for advancing protocore tech, but Ever? With methods as sketchy as theirs, they might drag us down with them.
Oh, 100%.
The Fountain of Ate has reignited the purist attacks against protocores.
At their core, the prototists and purists represent two opposing viewpoints: support for the development of protocore technology and the opposition to it. The purists believe that although protocores are powerful, they're dangerous. There are too many unknowns, and overzealous research can lead to a catastrophic crisis. In earlier years, they urged humanity not to be blinded by profit. They argued that using Earth's natural energy resources was the only way to ensure civilization survived in a stable condition.
Our latest missions have been targeted by their radical members. That's why we need to transport the spatium core in secret. Both of you need to be on high alert.
If those purists dare to cause trouble, they can say hello to my protocore particle cannon.
We shouldn't be too hostile. While they're traditional, certain prototists can be just as extreme. After all, we've only researched less than 10% of a protocore's potential. There's nothing wrong with maintaining a healthy respect for the unknown.
Wow, Andrew. A deep space hunter like you is defending the purists? They're the ones trying to stop our technological progress.
Ooh, Simone, you need to understand the risks. Haven't the purists been quiet for several years now?
That's because our protocore tech has developed so rapidly and successfully these past few years. The stuff's been integrated into every aspect of our daily lives, big and small. The purists always insisted that humans shouldn't develop protocore technology, but the reality is humanity can't live without it now. Facts speak louder than words.
Improving a person's quality of life, fighting wanderers, and helping humanity explore the deep space tunnel and secrets beyond our universe. The Prototist vision for the future is being realized one step at a time. Without concrete evidence to support the purist claims, it's only natural that they lost ground.
What about you? Whose side are you on?
Chocotus? Yes. Haha, I side with the limited edition chocolate pie from the association cafeteria. It's delicious and replenishes your stamina. The vehicle passes through the tunnel, which is the last highly dangerous point on our designated route. The secure vault is at the end of this road.
Metaflux levels are within a stable range. Begin storage intake procedures.
We really worked hard today. Since this is our last shift, let's finish strong. Late night snacks are on me.
Snacks! Wait, there's a massive slurge of Metaflux heading straight for us. It's coming in fast.
The readings are normal. You guys.
At that moment, a truck wreathed in flames and crackling with powerful Metaflux comes barreling towards us from behind. It's going at full speed. As soon as Simone and I jump out of the cargo hold, our transport vehicle is violently thrown into the air. An explosion releases searing heat behind us. We have an emergency. Transport vehicle I-09 is under attack. Coordinates are being transmitted. Requesting backup. Before we can find our footing, there's another explosion. We're sent flying through the air. Protocol particles drift around the overturned transport vehicle. Through my blurred vision, I see several distorted figures emerging from the flame. Is it ever? Is it ever? Or is it purist terrorists?
Go. You're free.
Eh? The unfamiliar voice is masked by the crackling flames. My ears are still ringing, and I can't tell if what I'm hearing is real or just in my head.
It's a shame we're seeing each other again when you're in such a pitiful state. Did Josephine ever mention our time together at the Gaia Research Center?
Who are you?
I guess not.
Excruciating pain tears through my entire body as my heart begins to tremble uncontrollably.
Who I am doesn't matter. The real question is, who are you?
He suddenly grabs my throat, and a sharp pain pierces my neck. It's like 1,000 needles just stabbed me. I feel like I'm suffocating as I lose control of my limbs. My heart pounds violently while a chaotic force stirs within my body. Blood trickles down my forehead. Through my crimson-tinted vision, I see the container holding the spatium core roll into view.
You were born in the depths of deep space. You were supposed to be ours, a one-of-a-kind, precious creation.
I am
Without
my
the key,
own.
the Fountain of Ate will only remain a poor imitation.
Am I the key? Dazed, I hear something faintly crack. Suddenly, an unprecedented power surges through my veins and bursts forth with a brilliant
The
light.
key belongs to no one else. You are the one who holds all of its secrets.
Hell yeah. My key. I am the key. Transporting the spatium core was a classified mission for special operations. The attack wasn't revealed to the outside world. After spending 2 days in the hospital, Simone and I were ordered to suspend all missions and focus on resting until we made a full recovery. Afterward, Jenna secretly visited us to reveal the truth. The association president, as well as others, suspected there was a high-ranking mole in the association. Since Simone and I were now known to the enemy, we needed to lay low. Our temporary suspension was to protect us and serve as a smokescreen. Externally, the radical purists needed to be handled with caution. Internally, dealing with the mole would inevitably disrupt their plans. Jenna didn't really talk about the Spatium Core. She just gave me a look that told me to be patient. Chaotic energy courses through my blood. The burning sensation in my chest is more intense than the pain from my injury. Unable to sleep, I toss and turn. Then I finally sit up and turn on the bedside lamp. My heartbeat is faster than usual. I gently press my hands against my chest and rest my head on my knee. I can't believe I ended up absorbing the Spatium Core. Why me? Another sharp pain strikes my chest as several strange energy streams are torn apart. They proceed to merge together and create an endless, restless turbulence.
Did Josephine ever mention our time together at the Gaia Research Center? The key belongs to no one else. You are the one who holds all of its secrets.
Grandma. The research materials Grandma left behind might not just be an unfinished story. They could be a link in a much larger chain. Unicorn and the Gaia Research Center. That's where time has sealed away the truth I seek. The Gaia Research Center, if I remember correctly, it was in what used to be the most prosperous district, now known as N109 Zone. Let's see if there's a key waiting for my return. Once my injuries are healed, I don't hesitate. I report my next target during my administrative leave to Jenna via secret comms channel. The ruins of the Gaia Research Center, located in the N109 zone. Arctic Fractal Library. Amidst the snow-covered mountains stands a building of precise geometric perfection, the Fractal Library. It was erected at an unknown time. The library doors slowly part. Wearing robes, a young boy with snow-white hair pushes them open. A soft, ethereal light spills out from behind the doorway and touches the snow. The boy looks down and gently scoops up the small white creature by his feet.
It's time to collect what's due from the 7-year promise, Shuchi. We need to pay the emissary a visit.
Why does the boy have white hair? What is going on?
I wonder how he's doing. How have these 7 years treated him? Is he getting along with his classmates? Did he succeed in his thesis defense?
As the white light fades, the boy's foot sinks into something soft. Snowflakes fall onto his head. He's surprised.
Huh? How did the library end up here? Did I mess up the incantation?
The white creature suddenly leaps down and runs away. Its tail playfully draws arcs in the snow behind it.
Shuchi, I know you haven't seen snow in a long time, but that doesn't mean you can just run off.
No? The boy hastily grabs his traveling bag and runs after the creature. He manages to catch its tail just before he falls face first into the snow. Behind him, the massive library doors slowly close. He raises his hand only to realize he left the assess's bracelet the emissary gave him in the library.
Oh, Book of Answers, just this once. Would you be so kind as to tell me where I am?
His bag suddenly bulges as a thick book emerges from it. Opening itself, it rapidly flips through its pages before finally materializing 2 words: the Arctic.
How long will it take to get back to Lincoln City?
The Book of Answers flips its pages once more. 8,000 kilometers. Damn. In the desolate Arctic, a boy and his companions silently drag their luggage, their figures gradually vanishing into the endless expanse of white. Who is that? Child? Huh? White hair boy? Huh? Ha ha ha? Huh? Oh my gosh, it's the N109 zone. Leaving the southern area of Lincoln City, I drive down Bear Boulevard. The scenery on both sides of this wide street slowly deteriorates. After I installed the anti-interference chip Silas sent me on my motorcycle, I've been able to freely pass through the proto-field disrupted no-hunt zones number 62 to 65, and arrive at what was once the most prosperous tech hub in the region. Now it has become a criminal's paradise, the N109 zone. The abandoned building where I first met him still stands in the desolate courtyard. Come to think of it, a lot of time has passed since my internal meeting with the feared leader of Onikinus. We're gonna see Silas again! After entering the N109 zone, the streets remain deserted. Not a soul could be seen, but it becomes livelier as I approach the central district. A river of people flows through the streets. They surge with me toward the same destination. What's going on? It sounds like it's coming from Karen. Above the streets, massive holographic screens glow neon blue. They display live footage of the district in 4 areas. A scarred woman is bandaging a knife wound in her shoulder at a street corner, and a boy who cornered a wanderer in a dark alley rips out its protocore with his bare hands. A gang member plunges a dagger into his companion's chest. That's violent. Isn't Karen supposed to be a trading hub? Why are they fighting? At the top of the display, rows of names and numbers rapidly flicker. Old ones are erased as new ones appear in their place. Is this some kind of competition? Nothing that happens in the N109 zone surprises me anymore. I turn my attention away from the massive display and keep trying to call Silas. When I visited the odd workshop, its owner knew Grandma. They were probably colleagues. If I want to find out where the Gaia Research Center was located, he probably has some leads. Silas had raced through the streets to get us to the odd workshop, and I was unfamiliar with the N109 zone back then. To find it again, the most effective way would be to ask Silas. He's not answering. Fine, I'll just fetch him from Onikinus' base. Driving my 270 HM, I'm about to make a turn into the alley ahead when a bullet whizzes past me. It grazes my temple. Silas? My body lurches to the side as I dodge, but the momentum sends my bike sliding until it crashes into a corner. It's completely wrecked. I barely regain my footing when another bullet tears through the air. It's heading straight for me. Blink! A cane flashes before me and deflects the bullet. It ricochets into the wall and leaves behind a smoking hole in it.
Watch your step, kid. There are places you shouldn't wander into.
Hello, sir. At my feet, a thin orange-red laser stretches across the street to the buildings on both sides of the street.
Caron is hosting its triennial Zalion hunt right now. Everything beyond that line is in the killing zone.
Damn, they should have better signage.
One step is all it takes for the surveillance drones to lock onto you with their multi-lens systems. Then they'll automatically register you as a participant. Every criminal in the N109 zone is waiting to hunt down the lost lambs who walk in.
I dust myself off and get up. Who are you? The man before me appears to be in his 50s or 60s. His white hair is neatly combed under a gentleman's hat, and he's using an old-fashioned cane as support. He stands in stark contrast to the chaos of these streets.
I'm just a ferryman on the river Styx. I help travelers cross.
What? What river Styx? What? You mean the river that takes away all of your memories? Huh?
Are you planning to cross Caron's river?
Like a king surveying his domain, he turns to look at the eastern and western districts of Caron that are surrounded by orange laser barriers.
Shall I be your guide?
Sure, but will I be safe if I follow you? He reaches behind his ear and produces a round chip no bigger than a fingernail.
This is an ID camouflage chip. If you have one, it masks your biometric data so you can't be traced.
Damn!
As long as you're within 3 steps of me, you'll be within its range of concealment.
Damn! With tech like this, he's definitely not just a random passerby. I'll be frank, I hope you don't plan on doing any tricks.
I understand your concerns. In a place like the N109 zone, being cautious is what keeps you alive. Let's go.
Yes, sir. With my biometric data masked, I followed this unfamiliar elderly man into the devastated eastern district of Caron. Hell yeah. Pretty old man. I like his hat. He's got a cane. Ooh, pretty. The stench of gunpowder and blood fills the streets, and the continuous Metaflux explosions make my heart pound like a drum. If you're not like those criminals, then you shouldn't mind answering a few questions. What are the rules for the Zoyan hunt? A cold wind sweeps past us as 3 humanoid wanderers crash into a roadside shop. They grab and tear a person's limbs apart. But then a sudden protocore explosion engulfs the storefront.
They're like that. Hunts of the primal variety.
Why aren't we being hunted? I know, like, the machine doesn't register our data, but, like, there are people there, right? Don't they recognize that we are there?
People become hunters and prey to fight for a gold coin. With it, they'll be granted one wish from the Lord of Caron. At the very end, whoever enters the central arena with the coin and remains the last one standing becomes the winner.
From the upper floor of a shop, a drunken man leans halfway out. He quietly raises his gun in our direction.
You can use evil weapons, protocore weapons, and your own fists.
We about to get shot right now. Do you not see that? A roar resounds before the bullet can leave the gun. We remain untouched as our would-be attacker falls, his chest pierced by Metaflux.
Wanderers are just another weapon people use to hunt each other.
That is terror. Can they control wanderers? The drones record everything. The screens immediately cycle between shots of death and victory. And somewhere in the darkness, thunderous cheers erupt from the crowd.
What a waste. I've seen him before. He's formidable when he isn't drunk.
The man stops, his hands clasped over his cane. He closes his eyes as if to observe a moment of silence for the deceased, and then
Isn't
he
it brutal?
dies.
I hope you weren't frightened.
Nah. It takes more than that to scare me. I've witnessed deaths worse than this.
Indeed. Life has a way of catching us off guard.
Stepping over the fallen body, he leads me to a place with a brilliantly lit sign that reads, Elysium, the true paradise. The familiar bar is packed tonight. Everyone clutches their drinks as they are gathered around a screen that's broadcasting the Zoyan hunt.
Here are the latest predictions. You can't miss these guaranteed winners. Come one, come all. Who wants to join the fray? Join us!
Stop banging on my tables. Do you think hiding in my little sanctuary and drinking your life away makes you special?
Yes.
It's not like I don't pay for my drinks. I'd rather drink myself to death here than get killed the moment I step outside.
Amidst the cacophony of voices urging people to place their bets, this dangerous business brewed from human lives proves to be very enticing.
A lot of folks are placing bets this year. But being the hunt's primary target isn't exactly a blessing.
Opportunity is always born from danger. It's a traditional rule of the Zalian hunt.
Zion hunt. The elderly voice cuts through the air with commanding authority. Everyone turns their heads at the same time.
Our old man Dimitri's here!
Who's your pick this year, old man?
I need to discuss something with a friend. Would you mind waiting here for a moment? The meal sets here are good, and the drinks are decent. Give them a try if you're interested.
I politely nod. However, I've decided not to touch the food in this place.
Oh, dear. Why did you say our drinks are decent? You're so picky, Gramps.
A pair of lemon-scented hands encircle my neck, but they quickly pull away before I can retaliate. The owner of Elysium moves to face me.
Ah, we meet again, Missy. You're really something else if you know someone like Dimitri.
Who is Dimitri? His name is Dimitri. Who is he exactly?
He's the Lord of Caron. As the true owner of Caron, Dimitri is the one who hosts the Zion hunt.
And he's just, damn, and he just let me in, huh?
The arena at the center of the market belongs to him too.
And, but Karen is supposed to be a free trading zone. How can a place like that have an owner?
You're not the only one curious about it. But Dimitri's background, Elysium has been open for years, but I haven't heard anything about his past. Even Silas, the leader of Anakinus, keeps his distance from Dimitri.
And we get to be friends with him. Come to think of it, Silas hasn't mentioned him before.
Since this isn't our first meeting, let me properly introduce myself. Aslin. That's my name.
Nico.
Would you like to order something?
I'll pass. I didn't bring my wallet. Aslan's lips curl into a mysterious smile.
Elysium doesn't always collect payment in cash, and our services extend beyond just filling empty stomachs.
Yeah, we know she sells information. Before I can ask for details, Dimitri returns and gives me a nod.
I've finished my business. Come here. I'll escort you out.
Damn! Yes, please. Behind the counter, Aslan lowers her voice and winks at me.
If you need anything special in the future, ask for the connoisseurs menu. I'll give you a 20% discount.
Dimitri is hot.
Bye-bye. Come back soon.
I hear screams. As I step outside, gunshots, screams, and maniacal laughter fill my ears once more. It's hard to believe that this refined elderly gentleman beside me is the master of a hellish domain. So, I heard you're the Lord of Charon. Why are you hosting these death matches? You enjoy watching people fight and kill each other?
Fighting, killing, surviving by any means necessary. That has always been the way of life here. With or without the Zalian hunt, the cycle of violence would continue perpetually in the N-109 zone.
With Dimitri leading the way, every danger we encounter becomes something to walk past. It allows me to safely traverse this lawless battlefield. Just as I'm about to step over the thin orange-red laser, a familiar crow breaks the silence. Silas? No, Mephisto, but you know what I mean. Across the street, Mephisto perches on a lamppost. He looks at me and tilts his head. Hi.
Your friend is here to pick you up.
The cane falls onto the laser line, and the Lord of Charon stops at the edge of his territory, taking not a step further.
I'm sure our next meeting will be much sooner than this time.
What do you mean?
I mean, my duty as your escort has come to an end, until we meet again.
Yes. Dimitri watches me leave with an unwavering smile, like an ordinary old man out for a walk in the park. Yay! Are we gonna meet Silas? Oh, this is Silas's house. With Mephisto as my escort, I arrive at the familiar base without a hitch. Thanks. As soon as I enter the building, I hear a violent explosion from one of the rooms. It's the twins. They are messing around. Is Onikinus' base also involved with the Zion hunt? The room is dark. Mindful of Silas's sensitive eyes, I turn on a floor lamp at its lowest settings. In the center of the room stand 4 egg-shaped gaming pods. 3 of them are rocking back and forth. Their surfaces, covered in LED lights, pulsate in tandem with the explosion sound effects. Is Silas playing video games? I walk up to Silas's gaming pod and knock on it several times. Silas. Ahem, Silas. Mephisto's been caught! The base is surrounded! They're after you! Absorbed in his virtual world, Silas doesn't respond. Oh, come on! I walk away and settle into the 4th gaming pod, the one that's empty. Is that hers? Is that for me? Inside, the surrounding screens transform into an endless expanse of stars. Realistic sound effects immediately fill my ears. I fire up my spaceship and set off to pursue Silas's fleet. I lock on to the engines of the first ship I see, grip the controls, and open fire.
Who was that? That's brutal.
Pressing home my advantage, I target the next ship. It's immediately destroyed. And just like that, only one ship remains in the game aside from mine. Silas is gonna kill me, isn't he? It must be Silas's. Activate the ship AI and lock on to ship Q313.
Target spotted. Would you like to initiate tracking?
Yeah. Divert all power to the engines. Don't let him escape. My ship's engines burst with brilliant blue light as I surge towards Silas's vessel. Ship Q313 remains unfazed. It gradually spins away from my attacks as I close in. However, the elegant move proves to be costly. The ship's tail grazes a meteor, which triggers red warning lights in Silas's cockpit. The simulation ends with the blaring alarm still echoing as the gaming pod slowly opens. Silas emerges and removes his hologram helmet. Is he mad? Can't be mad if I beat you at your own game.
Why were you so riled up? You blew up half the battlefield, too. Are you satisfied now?
I'm short on time. After I ask my question, I'll go. I expected him to make excuses about losing the game. Instead, he furrows his brow while he stares at me. What?
You had something nice to eat?
No, I was just at Elysium. The owner and I caught up.
Playing dumb isn't very nice, kitten.
As he speaks, he moves closer to me as if sensing something. Oh, it's the protocore that I ate.
A special protocore? Is it an ether core?
I don't know, maybe. Silas's accurate assessment catches me off guard. While trying to keep the energy within me stable, I turn to look at him and respond with an inquisitive smile. What's wrong? Weren't you always hoping I'd get stronger?
Who gave it to you?
Me. What do you mean? I ate it myself. If you're well informed, you should know about the recent attack on the Hunters Association transport vehicle. As expected, Silas doesn't look surprised. He only slightly raises his eyebrow. A strange person infiltrated the group of attackers. She found me and started talking about these bizarre things. That stuff is still uncertain, so I decided to tell Silas only the simplest parts. Just as I was on the verge of losing consciousness, my body instinctively absorbed the spatium core. His Adam's apple bobs once, and I catch a glimpse of the protocore in his eye emitting a dizzying red glow. Before I can get a better look, he walks to the minibar. He downs a glass of liquor in one go. The turbulent energy within me finally settles down, and I realize Silas is locked in an intense battle against his desire for protocore.
Setting aside the possibility that you're here to show off your shiny new protocore, what brings you to the N109 zone?
I walk toward him and bring up a holographic map on my watch's interface. This map was created during Lincoln City's final field survey before the Chrono Rift catastrophe.
And?
As I continue to zoom in on the display, the words Gaia Research Center appeared on the map. The person who almost killed me said I first appeared here. During one of the Unicorn research team's experiments. Silas glances at it before turning his attention to the chessboard on the table.
And you actually believe that nonsense?
I need to go there and find answers. Then I'll know if she's lying or not. Our last game ended in a draw, so I quietly joined the chess match as Silas remains quiet. After surveying the chessboard, I move up my rook from the back rank. What? Huh? That's not that can't be like the first move, right? Or is she starting from the middle of a game? What is happening? You cannot move your rook as the first move. The first move is always either a knight or a pawn. When I was younger, I had doubts about my past. Later, I figured that so long as I was healthy and safe, none of it really mattered. But a human heart shouldn't contain a protocore. I need to find out who I really am instead of waiting for mysterious people to find me. As soon as I reach for another piece, Silas immediately captures one of my pawns.
And then what? Do you actually believe that learning about your past will make things better?
Maybe. When I see people, whether close or distant, suddenly racing toward a destination, refusing to accept the unfavorable position, I look at the chessboard again. I take my knight, my only chance for a breakthrough. The one who seems to stay still may be left at a disadvantage forever.
That's just what it looks like on the surface, kitten. As soon as you make your move, you give your opponents an opening.
Uh-oh.
Sometimes the best move is not to make one at all.
As he speaks, he taps my king. It's safe for now, but it's trapped in the setup for a pincer attack. There's little hope of escape. What about you? Before he can pull back his hand, I quickly grab my queen and pointed at Silas's eye. Your fusion with the protocore couldn't have been a coincidence either. Is that a friendly piece of advice or a warning? In our brief standoff, he finally shows his first smile of the day.
My situation holds no value as a reference point. Those words were nothing but a distraction so I could win the game.
Silas grabs the chess piece from my hand. Taking my wrist, he guides me to the floor-to-ceiling window. Oh! As the curtains slowly part, they reveal the night sky. Below us is the N109 zone in its entirety.
Since 2034, the N109 zone has undergone multiple rounds of reconstruction. Look at the outside world. Can you match any of these roads to that old map of yours?
The once straight sheets become a maze. Nearly all the landmarks have vanished. Surely the people who used to live here.
They left.
Ever's agents handlers for gathering intel?
Dead.
What about the Odd Workshop's owner? Surely he's...
Unfortunately for you, he just left town yesterday. He won't be back until next month at the earliest.
I frown as my leads get cut off before me.
Do you really want to know?
Of course I want to know. Even if I didn't, people keep forcing me to find out. He pushes me closer to the window. Then I realize it. The only person who knows the truth has been right here all along.
There, underground.
Following Silas's gesture, I see it. The massive holographic screen in the sky. It's the heart of the Zion hunt I experienced today. A paradise of bloodshed and revelry. The Karan Arena. Do you think Dimitri knows everything? I don't know. Been next to me all along? What does that mean? I do not know. But, I think we're gonna stop here for today. I think I get to control it. Yes, we're gonna stop here for today. And then I guess we'll see where our investigation takes us. Because I don't think it's Silas that knows everything. I think it's Dimitri. He just shows up like an old mysterious man, saves our lives, decides to reveal that he's the master of the death games, and then just leaves? There's something more to him. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next week for the next episode. Bye!